What is up, my beautiful black people? Thank you for joining me for another Harvey Rants video. Please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and more important than all those things, please make sure you at least comment, because right here is where you can expect to have the important discussions to encourage and influence the necessary actions that will create significant positive change for our people. So please let me know how you feel. Please make sure you comment, share the video, all that good stuff. I would greatly appreciate it. It's going to benefit you. It's not just for me. It's going to benefit you, my people. So please make sure you support. Let's get right into this video. This is a live recording, a discussion that I came across first thing this morning. Literally, as soon as I checked my notifications, I saw the message I got, which had nothing to do with this video. But I happened to come across this video before I exited it from TikTok, and they were having this live discussion that caught my attention so much so that I jumped up out of bed and I had to come in here and start recording. So you guys check this one out.
Time to tell it like it is.
Doesn't matter until your children are affected, or until the day your child say, "Dad, Mom, why is that lady dressed like that? Why does she look like that? Why does she have that on?" That's when it becomes a problem for people. When your children are affected by it. Hi, Ninja.
Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is there. Okay, so I feel like the last two people really touched bases on like everything that I was thinking. But I think it's deeper than even the mental health and the health resources or all that good stuff. I think it is the lack of accountability and lack of community in our community. No one wants to say anything to anybody. No one wants to be the bad guy. No one wants to stir up the drama. I don't know why we're all lying in this this comment section, because you're telling me you're going to see her in public and be like, "Slay queen," or not think anything. You're judging her, and if you say you're not, you're a liar. When I see someone like that, I judge them. And is it my place to judge? No, God's place. But I still have my opinion. And my opinion is it's unacceptable to walk out of the house looking like that. Because my grandma personally would never let that slide. And I think that's the issue. It starts before even leaving the house. It starts in the home and what you set as a value and what you set as the standard. And I feel like a lot of times the standards in homes isn't high or even median. So you see this, okay, Miss Adore the Diamond, I'm not telling you to talk to her because she's a stranger, but I want y'all to be realistic with yourselves and the fact that this is an actual issue and you see it and you judge it. I don't know why we're lying and acting like it's so taboo to bring up these things. It's not cute to walk out of the house in a bonnet. It's not cute. Baby, put the straps on at least. Pull the shorts out. It's not cute, and I'm not saying it's our place to judge her, but I feel like as a community as a whole, we have to have some type of accountability. We have to hold each other accountable, or it's just a cycle. This would never slide. I know y'all tired of hearing about the old days, but even now, I'm younger. My grandma is not letting me leave the house like this. My grandma would never let me. She would actually yell at me, condemn me to her room.
That's what I was going to say too. Like, that's another thing that we don't be in our homes, or how I'm used to, everybody who I'm used to being around and the way that I was raised is totally different. But you don't know how she was raised. We do not know how she was raised. So sometimes we got to open our mouth up and say something to these people so they can know that the way that you've been shown ain't right. Like, a lot of people don't even wash up good, because they ain't been taught right.
Yeah, and you can see it's really not even just the outfit. It's the whole package.
The whole everything.
It's the whole pack. I'm a bigger woman. I'm a bigger girl. And I would never leave the house looking like that. I have a standard for myself. My grandma has standards for me. My mom has standards for me. My pawpaw has standards for me.
But because she was taught that from the beginning.
Yeah. It's about
some people
the
don't be
homes.
taught that. Some people, it just don't be taught.
Exactly. It starts in the house. And I think that's the bigger picture of it all, is to hold each other accountable in our homes. It's not even about a stranger in public. It starts somewhere.
What's up, building game?
Hello. Thank you for allowing me on the panel.
Oh, that's what I said game. My bad.
It's all right. At first glance, when I saw this conversation, I was like, how dare her? But then as I started speaking, as you guys started speaking and I started, I'm sorry, can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I started listening. I'm like, you know what? This is love. She is showing love. And I can't say that I love someone and allow them to always be presented at their worst, or to allow them to be presented at their worst. I love you enough to say, sis, your crown is crooked today. Let me help you out. Or sis, what's going on? Or if I saw her in the store, and she was looking like that, I would assume, just like Tia was saying, that something is wrong. So that's judging her right there. And why would we want to present ourselves in a way that is concerning for other people, where it's like she's looking like she's asking for help? That's not, and if she is asking for help, I'm the type of person that will help. I will never put a woman on blast or anything like that. But if I saw her and, in the store and everything, I would strike up a conversation. And if we're in the clothing store, I will buy her something. Sis, here, can you fit this bra? Because the girls are hanging, I'll make a joke or something, because I do love you and I want to support you, and even at your worst, because that's community. And I think we need more of that. And even if she wasn't taught, that going outside like that is not only representing her, but everyone that loves her, But I would never come at her cold or anything like that, or, prejudging her. But you're right. She is sending a statement out. She is saying something, and it's very loud without her even knowing. So it is my business because I love my community. I love my people. So I think I will mingle a little bit. So I get it and I appreciate it.
I just wanted to say one more thing too. Damn. Just kidding. It's gone. Maybe I'll think about it in a second.
Navigate, what's up?
Yeah. Back in the day, like we used to call this kind of stuff out class, right? I mean, we're the same age. Like literally the neighbors could give you a whooping and then they would call to your house and be like, do you know I saw Navigate to the altar doing so-and-so? And then you get another whooping because you are misrepresenting the family. It is not okay to come out of the house looking like this. Well, just let them do what they want. So at what point do we stop then? Like, should we do what? So can I bring out hand grenades and be walking the street with hand grenade or an AR, just walking down the street? Well, just let him alone. Just let him do what he wants to do. Like how far do we push the bar? How out of control do we have to be as a community? How bad does it have to get before we stop, reset, and call out negative behavior? Like, this is not acceptable. I would not let baby Navigate out of the house looking like this. It's just not. And then, by the way, y'all in the comments, we watching you. So y'all start acting like donkeys. We gonna block you and mute you. You come up on the panel. No cussing, please. No N-word. I'll land.
Yeah, the thing for me is this. Most people just take it as a judgment or a bashing, but it's evidence is that it's all over. People are blind to what's taking place amongst us. No one wants to actually acknowledge what it is. And it's easy to give a diagnosis to something we have no clue about. But this is acceptable because people don't want to speak out. People don't want to say anything to anybody because a lot of these comments, like they said, why is it your business? Why do you care? No one cares. And we don't have communities. This is why you could say what you said, Navigate, because in that time we had community. We don't have community now. We don't have any of that. We have unruly people doing what they want to do, how they want to do it, and dare if you say something, you're wrong. You can't say anything. I don't care what it is. If this wasn't this, and it was of a sexy red, I
Keep
still
getting
get the
mad
same
about
thing.
someone like myself.
If it was
Speaking because
someone
I
else,
care,
it doesn't matter who
and
it
we
is
will
that we
continue to
post
fail.
up. When you get to say something, there's a problem. There's nothing we could do without someone saying, "You're judging. Oh my God, why are you doing that?" That's wrong. People don't want to acknowledge these things. And it's amongst us every day. How do you come from your home with the same as how you make it to an airport? How does that happen? But it does. And no one says anything. But then when someone speaks on it, it's, oh my God, they're so wrong. They're so wrong to do that. It's always that when it comes to us. And this is why we always have to bring in the others too. Well, I see other people. I don't care about other people. Our people been making us look like crazies for the longest. Why people say it, we accept it. Why people put out things, we pick it up. We've been doing this for the longest. And we continue to do the behaviors. Continue. It's a never-ending thing. Who's that? Spook.
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to add, just 2 seconds to all of this. Really quickly. This is for those who saying mind your business and stuff, because, why does it matter? See, this is the reason why we don't have a community. The whole purpose of a community is to help you be the best version, not only of yourself, but for those who are around us. Okay. So if you sitting there saying mind your business, you're the reason why we don't have a community. You're the reason why our community is in the state that it's in.
Absolutely.
Holding it to yourself, minding my business. And I say it again, it's going to be more that's going to pop up like that. And you know what they're going to say? No one never told me or said anything to me about it. No one said anything to me. I guess it's all right, but it's not. For those who know, for those who care about their people and love their people, being quiet and being silent is not an option.
It's not.
At least try. Not. My daddy used to tell me growing up, nothing beats a failure but a person who tries. So you all can fail your people by not even trying. Me, I'm going to give it a shot at it and try to help mine. Because to me, she's part of my community. Whether I like it or I like what I see or not, she part of my community. And then like Claire said, there, your approach, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on with you? You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people just waiting. They want to speak, but they don't want to be a bother. Just like you don't want to be a bother, they don't want to be a bother. And what we
not about being a bother. Has nothing to do with being a bother.
And moving forward, she might have some children that seeing their mom walk out the house, and guess what? She probably got about four children, 3 of them girls. That's what you're gonna have. You got 3 of them now.
Let me just say something real quick, because it seems like he's not saying a whole lot. So let me jump in real quick and say something. Everybody keeps saying community, community, community. Community is unity. Let's be clear. And speaking to a few other things that people keep saying, they talking about the old days and their family and everything. Forget the old days and their other groups of people. Understand this, please. Let's please take this in consideration. Other groups of people. You notice how they have the ability to say something to each other. They don't take this criticism the same way. They are not. They don't hate the fact that somebody's saying something to them about it. Don't get me wrong. Yes, there are people that will get into altercations in different situations because somebody say something to me. That happens in other races of people, other groups of people too. But not nearly like it does with black people. Black people far more than any other group on this planet. We become combative and destructive and hateful when somebody's trying to tell us something. Other groups of people on this globe, literally every single other group of people on this entire globe, they accept that. They accept criticism far differently, far more easily, far better than black people. That's a fact. It's God's place to judge. Somebody said it's God's place to judge. Listen. We got to know how to separate the reality from our religion and our beliefs. Our whatever your faith, whatever faith you follow, belief system you follow. We need to know how to separate that from reality. We can judge each other. We should judge each other. As long as we continue to fall into this nonsense that only God should judge, that bullshit, that stupidity, only God should judge, or the no snitch and all this dumb shit and mind your business, we will continue to fail. You notice how people are speaking out about this now? So many people are speaking out about this now. So many people are speaking out about this now. I've been talking about this for so many goddamn years, more than a decade. And now a lot of people starting to talk out about this. How much longer? You see how extremely slow and stupid this fucking process is? We want to fail? Do we want to fail? Black people want to fail. Do we want to fail? Is that our purpose in life, is to fail? Stop being so much in your stupid ass feelings because somebody said something to you because they care. Get out of your goddamn feelings. If you want to be a part of this group of people that don't want to do anything successful, that don't care about their people, don't care about us being successful as a race, don't care about unity, community, all that, then be a part of that group. Then be a part of that group. Let us know who you are so we can separate ourselves from you. I'm about to get back into this conversation and start listening again, but let me say something else. There's something else, a little bit more I want to say real quick, okay? And someone else said, somebody that said you don't know how she was raised. That's more of a reason to say something. That is actually more of a reason to say something. To me, that's more of a reason to say something. You don't know how she was raised, then say something. Maybe she needs some type of guidance, apparently. And let me say one more thing before I get back at a couple more things, real quick before I jump back into listen to this recording, this live or whatever. The majority of the women speaking here on this live right now are part of the problem. Wow. How can I say this? How can I say this without even knowing all of these women? Because I know the fact that the majority of our women devalue themselves. They devalue themselves by doing all the fake shit. They devalue themselves by showing off their body online. They devalue themselves by doing all the clown shit, the fake shit. They devalue themselves by twerking all over. Any opportunity they get, they twerking and shaking their behind. I know this to be a fact. Any of you can go out there and prove this to yourselves right now. I've actually spoke about this in videos of mine, telling you how it's so extremely easy to determine this. If you can't see it for your own self, with your own eyes out in public in this world, as you're paying attention to things that happen in this world, then there's a very easy way to prove this to yourself. I've talked about this for so many years. It's easy to prove this to yourself. This is a fact. The vast majority of our black women devalue themselves in one way or many ways. But they want to be respected, even though they don't demonstrate respect for themselves. They want to be valued to a certain degree, even though they don't value themselves. They want all these different things. I can go on and on and all this, and they don't have that for themselves. It is so extremely stupid. But let me say this, and I'm gonna get back to this, okay? Keep getting mad about someone, how someone like myself. Let me say it, someone like myself. Keep getting mad at someone like myself because of how I say something to you, or my approach and all this shit that I've done tons of Facebook lives about this. I've spoken about it in my videos so many times. I've been talking about this for more than a decade, 15 plus years. Continue to get mad because of how I say something to you. My approach, my delivery. Keep getting mad about how I say stuff. But you're not mad about the destructive ass shit that's being said in these TV shows. These housewives shows demonstrating all this negativity and violence and attitude for no reason and fighting each other. You ain't got nothing to say about that. You watch that shit and you enjoy that shit. But you gonna say something about how I'm saying something that's gonna be beneficial to our people. I'm saying something because I care. I want to see us be better. You're attacking my approach. You're attacking how I'm wording things, and you're not saying nothing about this garbage, destructive, horrible ass lyrics in these rap songs and things out here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It doesn't make any daggone sense. So continue to concern yourself with myself and people alike. Continue to be mad or concern yourself in some messed up negative ass way about how we're saying things, and we will continue to fail. We as black people will continue to fail because too many of us don't. You can't tell us shit. You don't want to hear nothing. Too many of us, you can't tell them shit. So continue to fail. That's what's going to end up happening. You're going to continue to be at the goddamn bottom, black people.